No, I didn't think you did that.
That's ridiculous. Well, she officially told everything I was going to tell you guys. So I just want to tell you guys a little bit about my relationship with Charleston and how it's gone so far. Go. When I was a kid, I taught myself how to play drums in this apartment building. And as you can imagine, my neighbors were thrilled. They talked it out amongst themselves, and they're like, you can't play drums before 9 a.m., and you can't play drums after 9 p.m. So I remember sitting with my shirt off and my boxers in front of the cable box at 8:59, and I was just like waiting for 9 to strike, and I just would play all day. And anybody can tell you I'm a terrible athlete because I just didn't do any of that stuff. I was playing drums. But so I played drums at such a young age that a lot of my friends weren't into music, and my mom bought me this tape machine. And so I could be my own one-man band, and that was the beginning of my recording career. And that kind of got me through high school. It got me through recording other bands and all kinds of stuff. When I graduated high school, I tried out for this band on MySpace, and I met this guy. I went home and showed my mom the page, and she was like, "That's your cousin." And it turns out he's my second cousin. We had some family members who hadn't seen each other in a long time. And he becomes my first, honestly, musical soulmate, and we still work on stuff together today. This is Sequoia Prep School. They were the first band that I produced a whole album and it released. And the singer's name is Justin Osborne. He's now in Susto. But when we were working on this album, we were obsessed with Band of Horses. And we were just driving around the countryside just saying, one day I hope we open up for them. I hope we can write music with them. And it was a time of a lot of dreams and just hoping things were going to happen, and you have no clue if it's going to actually work or not, but you just ride with it. So what happened after that? Oh yeah, so the next year, I have bullet points in just a piece of paper. So the next year is 2009, we all moved to Charleston, and we didn't have a place to play music. We had no clue what we were going to do, and the singer of my band found AAA Downtown Storage on Line Street. And it said on the website, we're band friendly, come on down, whatever. So we checked the place out, and we were the first band to ever come check the place out. So we go in there, we start making music, and we stay there for about 8 years. We modify this place. I have all kinds of characters coming through. But the badass thing about AAA was the secret got out, and any given day, you would step outside, and there'd be a metal band playing, a dad rock band playing, R&B, and it was kind of cool because, if we needed somebody to record out, we would just go knock on their door and just be like, hey, can you do some background vocals? And be like, hell yeah, let's check this out. It was just a good vibe and kind of a coincidental spot. I get a call one day in 2012 from this random guy, and he's saying, I'm living in Austin, Texas. I met somebody who likes your recordings, and he says we should be friends, and I'm going to move to Charleston to record with you. His name's Johnny Delaware. We meet, and we're soul bros. We're always taking pics like this because we're just connected or whatever the hell we were doing. And Johnny and I, we convinced him to come help out on the new Susto project, which is Justin from Sequoia's old band. He joins the band, and we finally wrap up the album. It's 2014, and we get a call through the pipeline that Band of Horses loves this album. And we were freaking out. And by the end of that year, they take Susto on tour with them. So it was kind of a full circle moment. We were just like, what the hell is this? This is awesome. Well, then, to back it up to 2013, John Kenny opens up Royal American. And Brave Baby starts just playing there pretty much every 3 weeks for the whole year of 2013. And by the end of that year, it was like nobody's allowed to beat our record there because we broke all the laws and the fire marshal came out. So then fast forward to 2015, we throw our release party here at the Music Hall, and it was a great show. We had a good time, but what's hanging over my memory of it is I got a call from the fire marshal that was saying, you guys can't record at AAA anymore because they found these articles about us working up there. And we were freaking out. We were like, what are we going to do? How are we going to find a new place to record? And AAA guys were like, we're just going to put up some fire extinguishers. Just shut up. Don't talk to the press anymore. So we stayed for another 2 years. Then cue James Hines. This is our buddy James. James shows up into our life, and he was working in payment processing, and he started crashing our recording sessions and bringing booze and weed and just the good vibes. And the funniest thing is we took ourselves so seriously that he would be like, I don't know what y'all are talking about. This is a banger, you know? It just gave us a lot of confidence. So James tells us, I'm quitting my job, and I'm going to open up a record label. But this was at the time we were looking for a new spot. So we decided to come up with Rialto Row together. And James miraculously pulls people together, and a bunch of folks chip in and throw in money, and this is our new spot. It happened in a matter of 60 days. We were sweating it out in a dirty-ass storage unit with PBR cans everywhere, and the next thing you know, we're here. It was so fast. Coincidentally, the last band that I recorded at the storage unit was Band of Horses, and it was kind of a trial run for me to be a producer on their next album. And that album's actually going to come out at the beginning of 2019, which is another... but I say all this just because dreams really do come true. You can't do it alone. You need your friends, and you have to have that little bit of kind of that magical life shit happens where people show up, and you have to let it roll. This is us actually a few weeks ago in Iowa at a packed out barn. The Sustos headlining. And there's probably like 600 or 700 people all singing the words. It was just amazing. But anyways, Charleston's got an amazing music scene, and it's continuing to grow. It's continuing to get more badass and diverse. And I just wanted to shout out, I'm playing my first solo show at Royal American on October 20th, and that's it. Come on out. Thank you, guys.